I really had a very good conversation today, and I really found out that the living body of human being was a generation by its own origin. It didn't have any copyright. The water molecule which I was mentioning earlier on, the vapor mutated or kind of grew to its own form, which we call it today human beings. And this form of human beings was not a kind of a belief or anything that is like from monkeys or from apes we transformed. No such thing. I knew this part where these cells, they have the capacity to adapt and change and grow and develop to anything that they wish they want to do. When I asked myself a very important question, was the animals, birds, bees, or insects or reptiles went through the same mutation of the same vapor? This was a very interesting question when I asked myself. The answer came. It says that they were a transformation for them. Animals, insects, birds, chicken, fowls, cats, tigers, they are transformation. They can transform. They can change from two-legged to four-legged, four-legged to two-legged, or from flying to crawling to flying, and etc. But the vapor which I was mentioning, we could have done that. We human beings could have done that. We could have had the privilege, the opportunities. But I really think that the mutation didn't give us that privilege to fly or to jump or something like that, not as the animals. And I am not confirming this theory altogether as one proven fact. But over time, as I research more on this matter, because to prove that we are existence of the vapor which was already in the air, in the atmosphere, and I have only one proof that this vapor could mutate to a form which today we call it as human beings. But that mutation of that form at that time of period was not known to be human beings. It was also like an animal. And if my calculations are right, the vapor has not exhausted itself in the air. The vapor is still existing. Just some climatic disorder or changes is not allowing the vapor to mutate further. But from my assumption, I feel that there is going to be the dinosaurs again on this earth. large animals are going to be formed. Because if this mutation is an existing fact of life, these things cannot be dormant. They will come back. Dinosaurs, bees, big animals, big humans are coming back. It's not transformation, it's the mutation. They develop like multicellular organisms. They can develop. They are growing. As they grow, they will grow. It is adaptation. Basically, it's all about adaptation. And I believe when I look at the houses that are built today with big pillars and tall rise, this is a possibility that the mutation is going to start again. And the vapors, when I was clear about one thing, the vapors are still in existence. Because when I ask myself, how come there are aborigines from the very time of life, and there is still today? They are also a form of vapors, mutated, but they remain to be isolated. They are not coming back to our society. They remain isolated. But there is again mutation taking place, because reproduction of human beings exists. At the same time, the water vapor also will mutate. Probably the rivers aren't very clean as before. The sea is not, usually it's rivers, because Indus civilization, Ganges river and all these rivers, very big rivers, are very fertile those days, probably very, very special. They had all the tonic and all the ingredients and all the essential minerals to allow these vapors to generate to a form. Anyway, I will look further and analyze further and look at all the aspects if whether this is the real scientific discovery of civilization. Because if it is so, and if I can only get a few supporters, a few guys, a few friends, to also be in the same search to prove on further that we are all colonized people in one colony. We grow with colonies, and when we meet another person of another colony, we have a line, we have a separation, we have a distance. And if we can break that today and be normal, natural, that is something very different actually. Yeah? Okay, bye-bye.